Hello everyone, welcome to this preview video on an English view on Porto. Today we're going to be looking over Porto versus AVS. Two teams at opposite ends of the table. Let's start with the home team Porto, who recently lost 1-0 to Braga thanks to a Horta free kick goal that could have been defended better. We of course had Fabio Vieira missing that game, which was part of the reason that our attack was lacking. We also had both João Mario and Marcin Fernandes playing. I suppose with the lack of attacking options, I don't fault the effort for trying João Mario up front, but given that his attacking attributes are better than defensive, but ultimately it didn't really work. Overall, the attack, whoever was on the pitch, we did rotate a bit during the game, it just wasn't convincing enough. Even though there were a few moments in the first half, and the penalty incident was very questionable. Is this the game where Porto will have their first home win of the season under Martin Anselmi? Currently unbeaten, but still have not managed to get that first home win in 2025, in fact. Surely this is the game to do it. And also having been on the road the last two games, Porto are back at home. There definitely is going to be the initiative to try and win this game. AVS, of course, don't have the same quality. Last fixture, Porto did get a very convincing win away at them under De Bruno. But on to AVS, currently fourth bottom in the table. Going off their fixtures, their run has been very inconsistent. However, if we look on the last four games, since losing to Vitória Guimarães and Santa Clara, it's been interesting. Having drawn away at Rio Ave, managed to get a 2-2 draw at home to Sporting CP, who are at the top of the table. Won away at relegation rivals Farenense 1-0 and lost 1-0 at home to Arouca. So, for the most part, AVS, they can be unpredictable. AVS, with their own goals in mind, they'll definitely look to get a result of some kind, a win if possible. Personally, I think it is going to be a bridge too far. The lineup I've got, I'm expecting 2 or maybe 3 changes. Gonzalo Borges is suspended, having picked up a 5th yellow card of the season. It will be good to see him out the side, and it'll give a chance for some of the others to step up. Of course, Fabio Vieira, having missed the last game and been involved in numerous amount of goals in the past few weeks, he's the most sure of the midfield and attackers that will play. Of course, the back line we're expected to stay the same. It seems a good fit overall. And I'm also predicting Samu and Dani to start together. May not exactly be two strikers with an attacking midfielder behind them, but we'll probably see a hybrid of something like that, along with Dani and Fabio Vieira being wide or in 2 10s. We'll see Samu as the number 9, and the other 2 attackers will have various roles. My prediction overall, with the knowledge that AVS have had some good results recently, and Martin Anselmi is still looking for his first win in at home as Porto manager, I don't think we can take this result for granted. But I think based on the two teams and based on what they're capable of, the fact that we don't have Borges and Vieira is back, I think we'll see a Porto win, and I'm going to say 3-0. This is a nice game to try and break the homeless win run under Martin Anselmi. Porto are going to be on the front foot the most, therefore there's going to be most chances. And we've got the players to get us some goals. And I don't think AVS are bad enough to the point where we're going to score 5 against them. So yeah, I'm going to say 3-0. And I think this will be a good weekend for Porto as well, because I think Benfica will lose to Rio Ave, and therefore Porto are going to end the international break with just 3 points behind Benfica. And come April, we might be able to get equal points after we've played them. But that was my preview of Porto versus AVS. Let me know your thoughts down below. Keep on the lookout. All interaction is appreciated. And until next time, Forza Porto.